Hey everybody. Today's the day of the Woodward Dream Cruise. I went out there yesterday with my Mustang and ran I'll call it the pre-cruise route. Today I'm going to go back for run the IROC down Woodward and see what all the cars look like and what's going on. So I'm going to head out now and head in that direction, and I'll show you what we get. Well, as we get going here, I'm heading into downtown Pontiac. I tell you, this cruise, if you've never been out to Woodward, never seen anything for the Woodward Dream Cruise, there may be bigger ones somewhere, but this one is plenty wild. I've never seen anything better. And so I'd like to do is start down here in Pontiac, and which is the northern end of Woodward Avenue. It runs from downtown Pontiac to downtown Detroit, or more correctly, from downtown Detroit out to Pontiac. And it's back in the day, that was the main way to get out of Detroit and head out this way. It's still a major route, even with the interstates. And so from a Dream Cruise perspective, the excitement starts here. Well, I'm going to just leave it at that and let you see what you get to see. And as I get in here with the Camaro and get a chance to show it off a little bit and get to see what everybody else is showing off. And as we get going here, the road at the start here is blocked off because it looks like they had a mishap. Let's see if we can get on through here or not. You can see there was a car sitting in the intersection. Looks like they got it moved out, but gonna see all kinds of fast cars in here. So first thing you get to see is a very classic Corvette, and then a whole string of Ferraris and other exotic cars here, all heading south down Woodward. Right up here in a few blocks is the M1 Concourse, which is a private test track and private garages and so forth. I'm actually kind of wondering if these Ferraris are heading there. It's on the site of an old General Motors plant that's been torn down and is no longer with us. pretty clear, 50-mile-an-hour speed limit. This is where people can go a little faster if they want to, and it's not like a parking lot. So a lot of the crowd starts gathering out here.
The first major intersection you come across down here is Square Lake Road, where you would connect over to Interstate 75. And there are a number of big ones as you come down Woodward in the what I'll call the suburban area.
So my strategy is to start out in Pontiac, work my way down, and the Camaro's better than the Mustang from a keeping the car cool standpoint. It handles traffic better. And so I generally go down in until the traffic becomes unbearable, and then I turn around and head back out and get on these roads where the car can cool off a little bit.
Out in these stretches, the cruisers get to drive faster, and there aren't as many sitting at the edges of the road, but there are quite a few people out watching the traffic, and you'll see tents and so forth. This next one here is actually Long Lake Road, which is the next major intersection. And, well, you can see the tents and chairs set up for spectators. They're not full yet at this hour of the day, but I'm sure they will be before long.
People are starting to gather under the tents. They're not in full force yet, but getting busier. Z28 over there in the next lane over. Now we're going to start getting down into the thick of things here. Should see lots of cool cars.
Going here into Birmingham, the traffic's a little heavier. You see a lot more cars up on the curb off to the right, and the lineups of chairs. A lot of spectators here as we go from here on down toward the Interstate 696 direction. about 69 or 70. Nice car.
Kind of nice this morning. The traffic's actually moving here and there. A lot of cars parked for show over on the sides. Some awfully nice ones.
major crossroad coming up is 11 Mile Road. Usually in this stretch I turn around and spin and go back north. Today I'll go a little further, but the road splits, and there's a big underpass where it goes underneath Interstate 696. I'll go down and loop around on the other side of 696.
Well, I'm south of 696 now, so it's usually about time to flip around and go the other way. So we're going to head back north now. There's still more crews, but my typical limit's about in that 696 range, and then I spin around.
Quite a variety of nice Corvettes out here today from all generations. Quite a number of them. Principle, there are some general rules out here, and they've got the signs posted. The right two lanes are supposed to be reserved for cruisers, and cruisers meaning, you know, more than, I don't remember what their date is, like 25 years old or so. So all these folks that are driving new cars and commercial vehicles in the right lane, unless they're trying to get to a parking lot or something, that's really not intended. That you're going to hear here in a few moments is Camaro in the right-hand lane. That's really nice. And I don't care what they say about 25-year-old or classic cars. He qualifies, in my view.
Chevrolet display. General Motors is out here in pretty good force. Zone where all the cars are running slow. I get some speed here, kind of get the car cooled down again. That was a nice stretch in there. Man, a lot of cool cars. The IROC is nice, and it gets a lot of notice. I got thumbs ups, people taking pictures, people waving. But man, there's a lot of cars out here cooler than this one. Yeah, a lot of people did a lot of nice work on this. This has got to be the greatest collection of classic cars on the face of the earth for one day. Actually, it isn't one day. This has become like Woodward Cruise Week, and people are out here every day all week. And I think they'll even hang out for another day or two after. It's really kind of cool. Well, now I'm just about back up to the north end here. We're heading back into downtown Pontiac. Sometimes that has a little excitement too, so we'll see what we got here. My end of the run for today. All these folks are going to go start here and head south toward Detroit. Look at what the Woodward Dream Cruise looks like on official cruise day at what, 10, 11, 12 o'clock, midday, late morning. It's a busy place. Lots of cool cars, lots of cool cars. Hope you enjoyed it.
Just a couple follow-up comments. I've attended this quite a few times, not every year, but a lot. And this year, I was surprised that the traffic was as light as it was. Most years, The cars that come out, I'll call them the ground pounders, the heavy cammed vehicles, high performance stuff. There weren't as many as usual. And maybe they just came out at another time, or maybe the price of gas got to the point where some of them didn't make the trip out. I'll also say is a lot of times I'm out there, I can't hear my car over the cars around me. And the smell of the high octane racing fuels that those cars use, you can smell the fumes. And this year was more subdued in that way. And as I say, I don't know if they came out at another time of day or if the economy was restricting that some, but it was a freer flowing drive than I usually get going through there.